Hi there, this is Spray Love, and this is the last fragrance in my girly fragrance haul that mostly includes Britney Spears fragrances, and this is another Britney Spears fragrance. It is called Believe, and this is the bottle, and it is quite odd looking and big and glass and very pretty. This was, people on the internet have said sometimes that it is more of a tentative to do a more adult smelling fragrance. But as I said, I don't think that the fantasy line is that juvenile. It is very sweet and it has a youthful, effervescent thing, but it's very too soothing and too. It's not like super out there or whatever, but this one is supposed to be the one that was marketed towards like older women than teenagers and young women, but like more of a general appeal, maybe women in their 30s, whatever. It does smell like the popular scents in the 2000s and 2010s that were aimed at this clientele, which was the women in their late 20s, 30s, and even like up to their 40s. That was there was like a niche clientele of women who liked patchouli based fragrance that smelled less sweet, more earthy, but still had that effervescent, youthful, sexy thing going on. And this is like exactly that. There's like the fruitiness and sweetness that you will find in the other Britney Spears fragrances. There's very nice, like, feminine florals. So like the girly fruits, the feminine florals, but there's the patchouli and other notes there to get a more bass, kind of earthy bass fragrance. But it smells amazing. I mean, it's really good. It makes me an impression like probably that if I didn't know it was a celebrity fragrance, I wouldn't say it is. I would say like, no, this might be like Marc Jacobs or maybe a Hermes even fragrance. It's really well done. It is a lot more like, not dry, but yeah, less sweet. It is very sweet, but it's less sweet than the fantasy line. It is also less sweet than Curious. It doesn't smell as cheap as Curious. It doesn't smell cheap at all, in fact. And the florals, like they're very gorgeous too in that fragrance. And it does smell more mature, less fruity, like less candy-like. But still, like I said, the fantasy line doesn't smell that much candy-like as tea-like, herbal tea-like, green tea-like, or whatever. Like those, it's more in those regions. It's more like if you did an iced tea with a lot of sugar with green tea and an aroma like blueberry. But this one, it still has a green tea vibe, in fact. Really like green tea vibe, and even like maybe a more upscale green tea that has earthy undertones. And aromas of like a bit of fruits, and it's also very soothing. It's also very soft and very gentle and calm. So yes, it like the Britney Spears scents that I own are actually more introverted. You know, it's not like the super projection frenzy thing that like look at me and it's not like they're all sexy, but in a very different way than what we're used to in feminine fragrances. When like they're not like vanilla bombs or um, um, too candy-like sugary thing. They're more like tame, gentle, soft, and have this tea relaxing quality that is not at all the same kind. It's like the more um, reserved kind of person that would benefit from those fragrances, or someone who's calm, empathic, um, who looks at people in the eyes. You know, that kind of very like, strong connection kind of person, which is very sexy, but in a totally different way than the extroverted things like pink sugar that was like, wow, you know, and grabbing your attention. This one is just like you smell and you're like, oh, that smells good. But it's just like if someone made tea around and juiced some fruits and there's sugar going on with the teas and the fruits, and or iced tea with fruit juice and sugar, and but it's not like, it's more like ambient, feels like the ambience and not very just there grab your attention. It's just like, oh, that smells nice. So if you met a girl or whoever was wearing that kind of scent, you would just be like, this is nice, and you, it would just profit the real like discussion, the real connection you had with the person, which is really nice. And this one does it really well too, but in another way than the fantasy line. It's even more mature. It has this earthy patchouli, like I said. It's, yeah, it's soothing and calm. It's very gorgeous. I really like those scents. So this one, I'm pretty sure I could probably rock it without problem. Like all those scents, don't put too much. Just put enough that it radiates well and creates that atmosphere. Like I think the Britney Spears scents, as odd as it seems, are there to create an atmosphere and not to grab attention. So if you put on too much, you will try to grab attention, but this is not made for that. It's just made to radiate and just be there like a cloud and create intimacy. So this is what it is for, I think. And yeah, put this when you want to feel calm and relaxed. And this is wonderful. This one too. This one is really like green tea, you know, it's amazing. So have a nice one, and I'm gonna continue sniffing that because it's so good. And spread love and spray love. Bye bye.